under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody's present. Minutes from the last meeting. Motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Any correspondence?
Actually, the only thing I do have for you. Just trying to look at the letter. What's in here? I need you to sign this letter, please, for the new auditor, because they'll have
Okay.
to notify the old one. That's all I have.
Higbee Insurance, I worked with them over the last week or so. I had to fill out all kind of forms for them and everything. And then I just got a notice that whoever the insurance company, let's see, Hudson Insurance is who they go through. We're approved. They're agreeable in renewing the policy. So we'll get a new quote from Higbee for August meeting.
Okay.
And along with that, I did get a new insurance certificate from Crown Castle,
Okay.
which Sherry has a copy of, because that had to be included with all this paperwork to Higbee.
Okay.
So that's taken care of. August, we'll have the quote on that. Of course, our lease with Crown Castle expires in 2026. And when I was talking to them about the insurance, they said, well, we know we could go ahead and look at that now if you want to. I don't know about that.
You mean the lease agreement itself?
Yeah, to renew it, extend it.
Okay. Because it did go up, the amount.
Well, yeah, according to the agreement, it's supposed to go up
Okay.
so much.
I don't have the agreement.
But it's still low. I mean, I remember years ago.
It's $900 now.
It's really low compared to a lot of other people are paying.
Well, that's in the township with Comcast. Our solicitor recommended an attorney that deals with that kind of stuff. And it's amazing the more money we got when he was done with them. Cost you a little bit, but
Yeah. But it's worth
maybe
it.
something to look at with these guys too. So,
I would agree with that.
that's my agenda. Financial statement.
Yes, sir. Our payments due out this month with KLH Engineers for $200, Sherry Crawford, $234.32. Blonsky Costello and Lucky is $1,748, and also $175, which gives a total of $2,357.32, which will leave us a balance of $52,744.28. That's all I have.
Motion to accept the financial statement.
I'll make a motion, we accept the financial statement.
Second, I'll second it. Motion been made and second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. And a motion to pay the bills as read. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Solicitor's report.
All of my activities this past month related to the acquisition of the plant site property, which is still an ongoing process. we were able to get the title search completed, and the only question that arose from that was ultimately answered, and that was where the location of a right-of-way for Mark West Industries was. It's a little hard to tell with the black and white. We both looked at it. Finally, you had, what's his name, Scott, I believe, from your office reached out. He knew someone at Mark West, and they gave us a nice one that was circled in red and so on. It was exactly where we thought it was, but we just wanted to be 100% sure. It's right along the roadway. So everything's cleared and ready to go. The only thing that kind of came up here at the last minute is that the Recorder of Deeds did not want to just rely upon our minutes that approved the purchase, and they wanted a formal resolution. So I did prepare a formal resolution that it's what you've already voted to do, that to acquire the property, have to agree to price, pay the statutory fees associated with the condemnation, and either the president or the vice president in your absence can take all necessary actions, including executing documents, etc. So that's all I have. I will need you to, under new business here later, old, new, it doesn't matter, but adopt this resolution. It's at the back of each of your packets. I have an extra copy if somebody wants to keep, if you want to keep your packet intact. But that's pretty much everything that was going on. There was a good bit of it, but as this stuff happened, it comes in fits and spurts. All happened real quick, and then nothing for 2 weeks. So, all right.
I got a question. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Looking at that drawing you sent some drawings on that. It shows some gas lines going through the property. Are they active or are they inactive?
I would have no way of knowing that. This is just showing right-of-ways. So whether they're...
But I didn't see a right-of-way for the gas. It just showed gas lines, but it didn't show right-of-ways.
I honestly would have no way of knowing that.
You don't have a copy of the drawing by chance?
I don't have it with me, no. I didn't bring that out. I mean, I know that we talked and verified that there's nothing there that will interfere with what we want to use the property.
Because there shows gas lines going through between that and the pavilion that's there, and they're headed towards 519 across the road.
And the grass has always been cut there too.
That would be back behind the part where the site's going.
Between the park and Sabo.
Okay.
It runs parallel with Sabo.
Okay.
I mean, I was just curious. I mean, I don't want.
Yes, that would be
I just
outside
saw
of the-
them in there, but I didn't know where. Not knowing where the plant's going to sit. If them gas lines come into that, they could be inactive lines.
The plant's going to be right in the front corner.
Yeah, I'm thinking these gas lines must sit behind.
Well,
These-
they go right up to 519 between Sabo Road and the pavilion.
And I'm thinking they're approximately 150, maybe 200 feet from Sabo, parallel.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah, I know we have looked at that in the past, and it
Yeah.
didn't appear there were any issues, but whatever needs to be worked around.
Good point, though.
Good point.
So that's all I have.
All right, well, we'll do that under new business. Engineers report.
Our report is attached, not a whole lot to update the board on. We still need our 2 permits, PennDOT and the railroad. Really not pushing the railroad at this point, because once we do get that agreement in place, we'll have an annual fee, so we're gonna push that until we get closer to financing, but we continue to pursue whatever avenues we can. I did run into County Commissioner Magi and advised him of the project we have and anything the county can do with LSA funds or anything that comes up. So he made a note of it. We've already contacted Ortitay's office, Rushitai's office, Rushenthaler's office, and I guess this federal stimulus package is starting to gain some speed, so I think that's going to be our best chance of getting substantial grant money.
I saw something come through.
Oh, you had sent me 2 emails
Just
after
the other
last
day
month.
about the e-permitting for PennDOT.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're working through that. Yeah, there was inactivity.
Yeah,
Last month we passed the resolution.
yeah.
So, yeah, ignore that.
Okay.
That's all in the works. Yeah. Yeah, but I did receive the same thing. Yeah, they don't like the way we have our, we have 52 or so encroachments into the PennDOT right away, and we have a plan and we have a profile. Everything's on those drawings. So we sent them maybe 40 drawings, and they're very particular. So we're trying to work through not having to reinvent the wheel with them. So, but I think if push came to shove, we could have a PennDOT permit within a week if we really had to. Yeah, that is not a concern of mine.
The funding.
Yeah.
Reading your report, I was a little concerned.
Yes, yeah, we need substantial, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
And it's probably time to go back to touch base again with PennVest and RUS. I mean, that will ultimately be a portion of the funding.
can we set up a meeting with them?
Yep, I would love to. Yeah. Dan McKessick. Yeah, and probably Todd Cawley from RUS, and maybe it can be a joint.
That's
Meeting.
what I'd like to see.
Yep.
And if we could get Rechtenthaler or somebody from his office
Yeah.
and Jason there.
Talk to Rushenthaler, remember you
Yeah.
said he called you.
he had-
Yes, and he wouldn't share. He wasn't allowed to share anything with me.
Right.
And he never called me, and I called their office and left my name and number, never heard from anybody.
And you know what? I did talk to
Okay.
someone from his office afterwards, and he did say they spoke to someone at the township. But who that would have been?
Ben Darla.
Okay. And who knows what they told?
Well, that's where the federal dollars come from.
I was shocked that he, he called, and I'm all excited because he set up this special phone call with someone from their agency, and it was just to say, I need to talk to the chairman, or, someone with the authority.
We didn't talk, I know he
Yeah.
talked to Darla, because she told me,
Okay.
I had a meeting down here this morning, and she says that they called about something,
Yeah.
but that was it.
Yeah, 'cause he mentioned this program, this STAG
Yeah,
program.
that's a,
State
something tribal, something or
Assistance
other.
Grant.
Trouble.
I know.
So, hey, whatever works. But who would
But
want to be?
ultimately, will these representatives, congressmen, et cetera, will they sit down and talk with us? I mean,
Sure.
can we make an appointment?
We're gonna
Yes.
try to.
Yes, so
And
who-
we'll let everybody know.
Yeah, so
when-
I want to email everyone. I'm going to email Todd from RUS, Dan McKessick from PennVest. I'm going to copy Ortitai's office, Rushenthaler, everyone on this one email chain. Who on the board? Everyone on the board?
Do everybody.
Why
Okay,
not?
yeah. Yep. And sometime within the next 4 to 6 weeks. And
Yeah, let's
give us
try and
some
get something
dates and
going.
we'll make it work. Day, evening, whenever.
Yeah, I mean, the greater show of support we can
Right.
put forth, the
Yeah.
better. And I'm sure not all of us are gonna be able to make all these meetings anyway. People are gonna be on vacation and
Yeah.
whatnot, so yeah, I think we should.
And actually, the 2 individuals from DEP, I'm gonna copy them as well,
Yeah.
right?
Hey,
Hurt.
Who would that be? Terry Mattis?
It might be Terry Mattis, yeah.
I forget the other one.
Yeah, because Don Leone retired.
Mhm.
Yeah, help the check. Yeah, it could be Terry.
all right, let's try and get something set up.
Yeah, yep, I'm gonna offer next 4 to 6 weeks.
And we can do it here.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
That's all I have.
Okay. Wayne?
Can we ask him about, it's almost a year since, I
Well-
looked at that, it's in August. I don't know if you want to do that, or you want to wait and do that.
Now, we had taken a look at the cost of the project, and
Yes.
Bill brought up a point
Yeah,
beforehand
yeah,
about the cost of material going up,
yes,
especially pipe.
yes, and it's hard to get materials.
Metal especially.
Metal, And lumber, I'm hearing, is starting to come back down.
Lumber's coming slowly, but.
We've been able to buy lumber, it's not been a problem, it's just a question of price of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get it.
But I think the thought is the longer we wait, the higher.
It actually said, you prepared an estimate in August.
Yeah.
And it's, next month will be August, so it'll be
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah, do you
I'm
add,
curious to see
do you
what
add
it has
2%
gone up
or
to.
3%?
20, 10 to 20.
Yeah, jeez, yes.
So,
Yeah.
something more.
And we'll stress that when we meet with,
Right.
that it's not getting any cheaper.
Right.
Wayne, you got anything to add?
10%, You're talking a lot.
Thanks.
We talked about the eminent domain for the plant, talked about permitting, talked about financing. Anything else in new business?
You're gonna have to make sure there's enough money there to write the checks for the closing on the eminent domain, which probably will happen now this month. So you're gonna have to transfer the money around. And
We have,
you've already approved the payments in terms of the, well,
yeah,
you did 2 months ago, you're gonna do it again in the resolution. But you're gonna need to make sure the money's moved around so that when that day comes, I don't know if they're gonna wanna all get together in a traditional closing or,
who knows?
yeah, it doesn't matter. We may sign it and I may take it to them and with a check and have them sign it and hand the check over, we'll see. But I'm just pointing out, you're gonna need to make sure you move the money around.
All right, we need to pass this resolution. Everybody's had a chance to read it in their packet. Somebody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to pass the resolution.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion's been made and second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. That'll be resolution 01 of 2021.
Mhm.
And I will sign it tonight. Don't think we need to transfer any funds to the checking.
I don't know when we're going to need that money he's talking about for closing.
What do you figure that to be roughly, Eric?
Well,
Do
we've
you
got
want
the
me to
360 is the purchase
for
price.
next month?
I don't know if they're gonna hand us
Do you
their
want me to
bill
check
for
with
the
you for right now?
condemnation fees, which we do owe. They haven't been completely defined yet. But you know, there's gonna be some recording fees and such. I would think you better have at least 375 on hand between that and the possible extra cost. I'd rather have more than.
380 move, 380 in it, we saved.
Well,
We have a
let's just
buffer
say
of-
up
Up
to
to,
380.
okay. All right, so you don't want to just move money into the account?
You're going to move it when it's needed?
Yes,
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. There's no sense moving it and
right.
Because
Paying
you're
interest
and
on
paying
it.
interest on it. Once we
Okay.
find out when it is, then we can move it.
Okay, no problem.
So George, make a motion
Yes, up to.
up to 380,000. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries.
Do we have to do anything more with the audit as far as?
I filled out all the paperwork. Everything's been submitted to them.
Yep.
And,
You signed the letter to send,
All
and
right.
Kim's been in touch with me, and actually
Okay.
I'm taking a day off next week. She's coming up to me to go over everything that she needs, so.
so,
Yeah, so
I
it's
think
all on
everything,
the
everything's good with the
Okay,
audit.
very good.
Yep,
Having missed the
everything.
last meeting, I was gonna pose that question of Myers, Patsy and Associates, is it
That's, they're gonna be the new
someone?
auditor.
The new auditors? Okay.
In Houston, I don't know what they did, but they sold out and went with some other group and,
I see.
they
Became
were,
much
we
more
were trying to make
expensive.
contact with
Yeah.
them, but weren't able
Okay.
to.
Yeah, so that's all
Sherry
taken
has
care
worked with
of.
these people.
We got everything all signed
Good, good.
Mhm.
and submitted, so.
Okay.
The girl's name is Kim, Jim. She's
Yeah, I see
actually,
Kim
she's the
Wetzel.
she's the auditor at my office. and
Kim
so, yeah.
Wetzel.